low E, A, D, G, B, high E. Hi everyone, this is Jeff. Today I'm going to show you how to tune your guitar by ear. I just gave you the 6 open strings, and now I'm going to show you how to learn to tighten and loosen your strings so you can match the pitches on those so that you can be in tune. And the reason we have to be in tune, whether we're playing by ourselves or with other musicians, is because if you don't tune properly, it's going to sound bad. For instance, this is properly tuned. Sounds good. Okay, if I get a couple strings out of tune, here's what it sounds like. Ugh, it sounds terrible. We got to tune. First, let's look at how to tighten and loosen our strings. As I'm looking at my guitar, the tuning keys for strings 1, 2, and 3 are towards the floor. Strings 4, 5, and 6 are towards the ceiling. To tighten, say string 2, I'm going to follow it up to the right tuning key. It's the middle one. Okay. So as I'm looking at it then, and I want to tighten it, I'm going to turn clockwise. And hear how it rises in pitch. I turn to the right, I'm going clockwise, I'm tightening. To loosen, I'm going to go counterclockwise. You can hear how it falls in pitch. Okay. So for strings 1 to 3, the saying righty-tighty, lefty-loosey applies. If I'm going to tighten strings 4, 5, and 6, or loosen them, it's going to be opposite directions as the other strings because they are wound in opposite directions. Okay, so if I was going to tighten string number 5, which is the A string, it's the middle one. Okay. To tighten that string, I'm going to go counterclockwise. And here it rises up in pitch. Okay. And if I want to loosen it, I'm going to go clockwise. You can tune your strings to another in-tune guitar, piano, electronic keyboard, or a pitch pipe. We're going to tune our guitar to this keyboard. I'll show you the notes on the piano as they compare to the strings. Here's your first string, high E. It's right to the right of these 2 black keys. Your B string or second string is next to these 3. Here's your third string or G. Here's your 4th string or D. Between the 2 black keys. The A string or 5th string is right here. And here's your low E. Again, next to the 2 black keys to the right. Okay, we're going to go ahead and tune the high E note, or the first string. I usually hum the two notes in my head so I can determine if my string is high or low compared to the keyboard note. Da, 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 da. The pitch of my guitar is higher than on the keyboard, otherwise known as sharp. This means my string is too tight and I have to loosen it. So I follow the first string to the first tuning key. And as I'm looking at the tuning key to loosen the string, I have to turn it counterclockwise. Okay, that sounds okay. Let's try the second or B string. Hum them again. Da, 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 da. My string is a lower pitch compared to the keyboard. It's also called flat. This means my string is too loose, so I have to tighten it by turning my tuning key clockwise. Okay, so again, follow the second string up to the right tuning key. Okay. Clockwise. Okay, that sounds okay. Okay, now to do the kids guitar course, we only need the first two strings done. But later on we'll be adding the G string and the 4th, 5th, and 6th strings also. As I mentioned before, there's a difference in how you turn. It's switched. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd compared to the 4th, 5th, and 6th strings. Okay, so just for practice, I'm going to go ahead and do the 4th string. Okay, so that's the D. And we'll see, and I'll let you guess if it's flat or sharp. Da, da. My guitar string is flat or too loose. So I'm going to have to tighten this one by going, again, I follow up to the right tuning key. I'm going to go counterclockwise to tighten. Okay, and that's pretty good. So rewind the video as you need to practice tightening and loosening your strings. And after you feel confident with that, go back to the beginning of the tape. See if you could tune to the E and the B strings, your 1st and 2nd strings. And don't be discouraged. Like I said, this is difficult to do, especially if you are a little tone deaf. You may need to look for a musical friend, see if they can help you out. Two other things. You may want to invest in a tuner down the road because it does make it easier to tune. And the other thing is, when you're tightening or loosening strings, especially tightening, just make sure nobody's face is nearby, because strings do break and there'd be a piece of metal string flying. You don't want to poke someone's eye out. So don't get discouraged. Keep practicing. Good luck. I'll see you in the next video. And that will be video number 3, how to hold the guitar.